Is Wealthsimple actually a good investment platform or just overhyped? After 4 years of using it myself, I have some thoughts. So let me break it down point by point so you can decide for yourself. Let's start. Management fees. The fees you pay to a financial institution to manage your investments are 0.5% at Wealthsimple. Lower if you're a premium or a generation customer. This is relatively low considering management fees can be as high as 2%. Example, if you have $100,000 in total funds, a 0.5% management fee would cost you $500 per year. But why pay management fees if you don't have to? Wealthsimple also has a self-directed investing option where you get to decide where to put your money, when to buy or sell, and how much to invest, all with zero fees. Talking about fees, you might be wondering whether it costs you anything to trade on Wealthsimple. The good news is that there are no commission fees for both buying and selling stocks and ETFs. And that's how I think it should be. The last thing you want is to pay extra fees every time you trade. There are also no account fees. You know, those pesky $10 or $20 you pay each month for traditional banking just to have your account exist. You don't pay any account fees even if you only have $50 in your Wealthsimple account because there is no account minimum. Well, actually, it's just $1, so anyone can get started. Unlike some other platforms that make you put down $500 or even $1,000 just to start trading. But note that there are foreign exchange fees. Wealthsimple charges a 1.5% FX fee when trading US or foreign stocks like Coca-Cola or VOO ETF. But if you only trade Canadian stocks, for example, TD stock listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange or the VFV ETF listed in Canadian dollars, then no worries. And if you're converting larger amounts, 10,000 and above, the FX fee drops to 1%. Another note on US holdings. Wealthsimple does offer a USD cash account free of charge for premium customers and offers a whopping 3.5% interest at the moment, which is really high. For core customers, however, with funds below 100,000, the USD account costs $10 per month. But yes, you can deposit your US dollars from another institution where you possibly pay no foreign exchange fees to Wealthsimple for free. One drawback of Wealthsimple is that it doesn't have the Norbert's Gambit feature, something that Questrate, for example, has. In short, Norbert's Gambit is a method to minimize foreign exchange fees when converting currency between Canadian dollars and US dollars. But when considering the cost, it only pays off to use this feature if you're converting larger amounts of, let's say, $2,000 or so at once, and if you're willing to go through the processing steps to make that currency conversion. If you're at a stage where you're only trading hundreds of dollars at a time, this won't really apply to you. Thinking of signing up for Wealthsimple? Well, here's a little hack. Wealthsimple is offering a free $25 bonus if you use my referral code down below and deposit just $1. So don't miss out. Link and referral code are in the descriptions down below. In case you've already opened your account and forgot to input the code, you can still do it afterwards within a certain time frame by clicking the gift icon at the top right-hand corner and inputting the code. Next, let's talk about the investment products you can buy. On Wealthsimple, you can buy stocks and ETFs on Canadian and US markets, but Wealthsimple does not give you access to other international markets. Personally, I mainly hold Canadian and US listed investments, so it's not really a downside for me. If you wanted to buy stocks on emerging markets or European markets, you can do this indirectly through a Canadian or US ETF. For example, the XEC. This is an example and not a recommendation, by the way. One feature that few other investment platforms have is fractional investing. Imagine you wanted to buy a share like Tesla that costs $300 at the moment, but right now you only have $150. You don't need to wait until you have the $300 together and risk spending the money on stuff that you don't need, because on Wealthsimple you can buy a fraction of a share, let's say $150 worth, and add more over time. Simple. And talking about other investments, Wealthsimple has been criticized for lacking some investment options. Among others, bonds. You can buy bond ETFs, but not individual bonds, and GICs, or guaranteed investment certificates. So depending on how important these products are to you, this could be a downside. Personally, I hold no bonds at the moment because I'd rather put my money elsewhere, and I have GICs as a safety cushion with my traditional bank. But yeah, it would be nice if Wealthsimple added GICs in the future. One thing I've noticed is that Wealthsimple is pretty quick to develop new features. So now they also offer option trading, something that I don't dabble in. Wealthsimple also has crypto trading. This is quite special because most other investment platforms have either only conventional investments like stocks or are just a crypto exchange. But on Wealthsimple, you can hold both your traditional assets as well as your crypto. Now, two important things you need to know though. On Wealthsimple and other crypto exchanges as well, the crypto is typically not held directly by you, but by the exchange, which acts as the custodian. And also, the fee to buy crypto on Wealthsimple is 2%, which is rather high, but at least you have the option. And it gets more reasonable once you're a premium or generation customer, with crypto trading fees of 1% and 0.5%. That being said, I think for beginner crypto investors, it can make sense to buy crypto on Wealthsimple. If you're just starting out and dabbling with relatively smaller amounts, it's practical to have all your investments together on one platform for an easy overview. I started buying crypto, Bitcoin to be exact, on Wealthsimple since a few years ago in 2022. At that time, I was still insecure about Bitcoin, but because crypto trading was easily accessible on Wealthsimple, I started buying Bitcoin. One of the best decisions I ever made, despite the high fees of 2%. Now, as my Bitcoin holdings are growing, I'm also buying on other exchanges and moving some to cold wallet. One critic of Wealthsimple has also been the limited number of cryptocurrencies available. But honestly, what do you need 9,000 choices of cryptocurrencies for? Seriously. In summary, the crypto trading feature on Wealthsimple is very useful for beginners just to get started and for smaller amounts. Also, if you're interested in more exciting investments, Wealthsimple also offers private equity and private credit investments. Moving on to registered accounts. These are your RSP, TFSA, FHSA, RESP, RRIF, LIRA, and LIFs. Yes, you can open all of these on Wealthsimple. In case you're familiar with these accounts, this is a big plus, as now you can really leave behind your traditional high-fee bank and open all of your tax optimizing and tax saving accounts with Wealthsimple. But in case these acronyms just sound like a word salad to you, every Canadian needs to have at least one or some of these accounts to save taxes and grow their wealth faster. Almost no one can go wrong with a TFSA, the tax-free savings account. By putting money into this account and investing in it, you don't need to pay taxes on any interest, capital gains, or dividends that you earn. Compare this to a non-registered account where on an interest of $100 earned, you'd have to pay anywhere from $20 to $30 in taxes depending on your tax bracket. Yikes. And on Wealthsimple, you can easily open these registered accounts within minutes. If you want to know exactly how, you can watch my Wealthsimple tutorial video here where I show you step by step on the app how to get started on Wealthsimple and start investing. Now here's another useful feature. Apart from investing, you can also use Wealthsimple as your bank. It offers the same basic day-to-day functions that your traditional bank offers, only much cheaper. Wealthsimple has a cash account, which is very similar to a checking account or a high-interest savings account that pays 2% interest for core customers and 2.5% for premium clients at the time of making this video. It's not too bad, although it's not the highest in the market, but the reason that it doesn't matter too much to me is that I never hold more than a few $1,000s in this account. I make sure to invest any money beyond the immediate emergency cash I need into at least a GIC or another higher return investment. And if you're wondering if you can easily access your money, the answer is yes. When you open a cash account, you can either get a virtual card, it's a card that you can use to shop online, or a physical card similar to a debit card. You can also direct deposit your salary into your cash account and benefit from regular promos. You can also use your cash account to pay your bills, credit card bills, hydro, and so on. You can also send money to other people via Interact or within the Wealthsimple app to other Wealthsimple customers. You can also request money if someone owes you. You can even order checks like with a traditional bank, and you can use Wealthsimple to split bills with friends and family. Your basic banking transactions are basically covered here. Another favorite feature on Wealthsimple is automation. You can put saving and investing on autopilot in several ways. Auto deposit your pay into Wealthsimple cash account. Auto deposit money into your registered accounts, for example, automatically transfer $500 every month into your TFSA. You can also auto-invest by turning on recurring investments into certain stocks or ETFs so you don't have to remember doing it. You can also auto reinvest dividends so your money keeps compounding. So once you set up these automations, you can save time on reminders to invest and make sure your money works for you all the time. Now let's talk about transferring money to your Wealthsimple account. Again, this is super easy and fast. Wealthsimple has an instant deposit feature which lets you deposit money up to a certain amount almost instantly. So no waiting a few days or weeks until the funds are available. Withdrawing money, also very important, is also easy. There are horror stories of people having trouble taking out their money from other financial institutions. I have frequently transferred out money from my Wealthsimple cash account to other bank accounts using Interact Transfer, and it's super fast and free. I've also experienced withdrawing money from my RSP account to use for my home down payment under the HBP or home buyers plan, and it took only a few business days to process it. And in case you're wondering if you can transfer accounts from other banks or financial institutions, yes you can, and Wealthsimple will even reimburse the transfer fees for transfer amounts of $15,000 and more. Another recent feature that's pretty popular on Wealthsimple is the tax filing feature. So now you can file your taxes directly within the Wealthsimple app. But even if you want to use the software that you're used to, for example, TurboTax, Wealthsimple will provide you with all of the account documents that you need, such as your investments and your TFSA contributions and so on. Now what about safety? Is your money safe on Wealthsimple? Wealthsimple is as solid as most other banks when it comes to fraud and cyber attacks, and you can interpret that as you want. Wealthsimple customer accounts are also protected by the Canadian Investor Protection Fund, or the CIPF, up to $1 million. But note that investment losses are not protected, and this is never the case anyway with any financial institution. To make this review complete, here are a few things that people complain about. Wealthsimple is very easy to use, but it doesn't have many portfolio analysis tools to compare and analyze your holdings in more depth. But as long as you keep your portfolio simple and straightforward, this might not really bother you. It doesn't really bother me because I track my investments in my own Excel sheet anyway. While Wealthsimple lacks some of the more advanced features that day traders or more advanced investors would like to have, it is super easy and intuitive to use, especially for beginners. After signing up, you'll find that it is really easy to find your way around the app, and that is also very fun to use. At least for me, the simplicity and the clarity of the app really motivated me to keep on using the app and actually investing money into it routinely, the most important thing. Now what about customer service and support? Honestly, I don't use their support function a lot. I found everything on the app to be pretty straightforward and never ran into problems. But to be transparent, there are reviews online that complain about the lacking level of support and how it can be really difficult to get someone on the phone to help you unless you're a premium or generation client. But hey, that's why you don't pay any fees. Before I forget, another cool thing, Wealthsimple allows you to earn rewards by referring your friends and family to Wealthsimple, something I've done a lot myself. Once you're a Wealthsimple customer, you'll automatically get your own referral code. When you invite someone to become a Wealthsimple client and they sign up with your code and fund their account with $1, you'll earn a bonus of $25. So what do I think about Wealthsimple? Overall, I think it's a really great investment platform, especially for beginners who want a no-fee, no-cost option with all of the basic features a beginner investor would need, including and especially all the registered accounts and daily banking features on an app that really can't be easier to use. So is Wealthsimple right for you? Comment below and let me know your questions, and I'll try to answer as many as I can, especially in the first days. And if you're ready to sign up, use my referral code below to get your $25 bonus just by depositing $1. Next, if you need a tutorial on how to use Wealthsimple, click on this video here, and over here if you want to know my thoughts on Bitcoin. See you in the next one.